here with another prom tutorial. This one is for somebody who wanted to do a look on her friend who has to go from a lacrosse game to prom in 20 minutes. And so I created this look that you could probably, I think this is definitely doable in 10 to 15 minutes. It's super easy. I'll give you a really quick look. And it's really great. I like it because it's really loose and fun and young, and it's not pageanty at all. It's really just great, and I really like it. She wanted to do my Blake Lively Inspired tutorial, but she said that it made her look bald from the front, just because the whole thing is very pulled back. And so I decided to do an updo that was inspired by that look, but you could really customize the front so that, you know, it wouldn't be so balding, you know. So as I go through the tutorial, I tell you how to do stuff that will kind of cover up this part of your forehead, even more than I did. I did a lot on my forehead because my forehead goes all the way back to here, so this is pretty good for me. So I went through and I tell you guys how to do that, how to make it so, you know, it covers up any kind of, like, far back hairline you might have or any kind of little things like that. So I hope you guys like it, and if you want to see how to do it, just stick around. And you're going to section off the front, like in front of your ears, and it's going to go kind of at an angle. So I'm going to kind of put this finger, like, this is about 1 inch behind my ear, and then this finger right up next to my ear, see right there? And I'm going to kind of connect them, and all the hair that comes in between there is going to get kept out in the front there, so it's going to go in a ponytail. So if you're afraid of your hair getting in your way, getting caught up in the ponytail, you can just take this, take a little clampy. Life is good. Alright, and you're going to do the same thing over here. You're going to get less hair on this side if your hair is parted. Now here's the deal. This is, the subscriber that wanted this said that her friend felt like, you know, she was kind of bald just with the ponytail. Which probably means, look at me, I look like a poodle, like she probably has a really far back hairline, which I do. And so what you're going to want to do is get a really deep side part. Mine isn't as deep just because I have a bad cowlick. But the deeper the side part, the more hair you're going to get over the forehead, which is what you want. If you want to cover up any kind of like big forehead or anything, you need hair there. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a deep side part and pull the hair over. And I'm going to talk more about that later, but you want to make sure you have your hair parted before you, you know, put your hair in a ponytail. So get the part where you want it, section it, and then you take the rest of the hair, right here, pulling it, and I'm getting it about 2 or 3 inches from the very base of my neck, or the base of my hairline, and I'm just going to secure that. Now we're going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and take these. Okay, so now what you're going to do is create your messy bun. Do this. I take about 4 inches and fold it over, and 4 inches and fold it over, which is just like 1 or 2 times in my hair. So then I've got this little loopity-doo like this. I'm just going to take another hairband and wrap it around the very base of those loops. Alright, and then I'm just going to take it like this. See, it's kind of like this little loop. I'm just going to kind of open it up and just pin it down and create the shape that I want. This is one part where it's very make it your own. You kind of decide the shape that it takes. You decide how messy it is, how together it is, all that kind of stuff. And that is totally up to you. Yep, just keep pinning, get the messy bun where you want it, and then come back here. Okay, so I've got mine all pinned, and this is kind of what it looks like. It's just really messy, but still pretty structured, like it still looks like a bun. Alright, now we're going to get to the kind of crucial section up here. Alright, you're going to section this into 2, basically by taking your finger, and I'm going to trace this line. I kind of already did it. I'm going to trace the line right from like my ear and back, so I went like this towards my ear, and so I've got this section and this section. And this section has all the stuff in the front, like this, and this has like the, like kind of an up here section, like, I have a hard time explaining this. Go ahead, we're going to braid both of these. One thing you can do, if you don't like the way the braids look, you can just twist it like I'm doing now and follow the steps that we do with the braids. But I'm going to show you braids because I love braids. What you're going to do is, if you have a friend doing this for you, if you're doing this on a friend, you're going to want to position the bangs exactly where you want them, and then have whoever, you know, you're doing the hair on hold it there, and then braid. And then that way it'll kind of get it where they want it, and that way it's a very make it your own style, so you can just style your hair so that you don't feel like you look bald, and then just braid it however you want to. I'm sectioning it into 3, and I'm going to start by braiding the one on the farthest away from my face over first, and then I'm going to braid this one in. And this is pretty much the most crucial time. You're just going to style that exactly where you want it. And I kind of like to tilt my head so that the hair falls over, like naturally that way. And then I'm just going to braid kind of loosely, because if you braid really tight right now, it's going to kind of pull the hair everywhere. And So you kind of got that. So I've got this one so it kind of goes over my head just a little bit. If you have a deeper part, it'll go farther over. Okay, so you're going to braid all the way to the end of this. As far down as you can. So I'm going to get even into these little tiny pieces right here. And when you're done, you can do pretty much whatever you want to secure the end. You can use a bobby pin to secure the end, you can use a clamp, or you can use a little rubber band. I'm going to just use a rubber band just because it's easy and quick and simple. And basically for this one isn't as important. You're just going to kind of tilt your head so that the braid kind of naturally falls. We're braiding back this way, and you always kind of want to start your braid going back towards where you want it, because you actually do kind of determine the direction your braid goes at the very beginning of the braid. Which is kind of funky. So I'm going to kind of tilt my head so the hair naturally falls over that way, and just kind of braid really loosely. So go ahead and braid all the way down there and secure that with a rubber band. Now you're basically going to repeat the same steps on this side. Basically going to do the same kind of deal where you take it and you kind of angle this way, or angle towards your face, split off the section. So you section it into 3, and then pull the one that's away from your face over first. Kind of style this one down. We're going to be going this way. Just kind of get it where you want it at the very beginning, because that makes it a lot easier later. And I went ahead, you see I kind of loosened it up right there, because I want it to be more loose than tight. And then just continue braiding, braid all the way down and secure it. And then do the same kind of deal with this one, and then come back. And you can do if you feel like your braids look too tight, is you can kind of take it and you can kind of just pull them apart a little bit. Just really gently. I wouldn't like yank on it or anything, but that kind of helps to give it just a little bit less of a tight look. Basically, I'm going to start with this side. I'm doing the same thing on both sides. I'm going to take these and I'm going to take the top one and put it on top first. And then I'm just going to kind of twist, not really twist, I'm just going to have them switch places. So it's going to kind of look like a twist, but you don't want to think twisting or you're going to get it too close, and that's just not going to look good. So I'm going to do that like twice. And depending on how much space there is between your hair and your bun, you might want to do more. But that's going to be enough for my hair. Alright, so I'm taking that like that, and then I'm going to take this one and pull it over the top, and this one and pull it under the bottom. And then I'm just going to secure both of them into the bun with a bobby pin. Alright, so I got one pinned. And you can kind of see it, I can see it in the mirror over the bun. And I'm going to do the same thing underneath it with the other one. Alright, now we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. Just putting that one there, twisting it however many times you feel like works for you. Now when I say twist, I mean you want to keep them as flat as possible when you twist them over, because that looks cool. This doesn't. So just twist it however many times you want, and then bring one over and one under and secure them. Now what you're going to run into over here is the braids that you've already done. You want to like kind of take this up and put it underneath that one so it doesn't go on top of and mess that one up. Just like that. Not too hard to do at all. One, and bringing it around, and same deal, I'm trying to bring it underneath the other braids. And so you just want to kind of gently push your way under them, but don't lift too, if you lift it, you might accidentally pull the braid out, so you really want to be careful there. And if you use a rubber band like me, you just want to make sure that you're taking that and pressing it underneath everything else. Alright, so that's it. I hope you guys like it. I'll give you a really quick look. Now I'm going to go ahead and apologize because I have these little kind of parts where you can kind of see my scalp. That's just because I don't have a lot of hair. And like I said, this is kind of my second day, so there's really not a lot of way for me to cover that up. But, you know, take that into consideration. It probably won't happen when you do your hair. But basically, this is it. This is what it looks like. And I really, really like it. It's slightly edgy, slightly, but only a little bit, and just enough to where it's going to look really, really cute. And it's still got that braided kind of bohemian loose flare, so you've got an updo, but you still look young and kind of hip and trendy and not, you know, all kind of like stuck up and pinned together. And it's also not like pageanty, which is great. I was really, really happy about that. So I hope you guys like it. I really like it. And if you have any requests, let me know. And I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!